Well, things heat up in the quarterfinals of the DaCosta Cup as the pot boils over for 4 teams who want to get spots in the semi-finals. This is SportsMax's coverage of the ALL Schoolboy Football Championships. We have a doubleheader lined up for you. The first of it on your screen, McGrath High taking on 12-time champions Cornwall College. We are live from Manchester High in Mandeville, Jamaica. Well, of course, you know, we are in Manchester, so the weather is ever unpredictable here. 29 degrees Celsius, the temperature stands at right now with humidity at 67%. Good afternoon to all of our viewers on SportsMax, the SportsMax app, CEEN TV, and on CVM here in Jamaica. My name is Gerard Morrisili. No Christine, no Cordian with me, but that does not take away from the action that we have here for you today. 2 big teams going up first, then 2 more big teams going on later. And right now it's the turn of McGrath High and Cornwall College, the 12-time champions. McGrath High yet to win the DaCosta Cup title, but they are on track this season. Of course, they have to pick up a win here in order to survive or stay alive, keep their chances of advancing to the semi-finals. But Cornwall College, they too will be looking to bounce back from their first quarter-final loss, and both teams really coming out here to give us a good fixture. But yesterday we had football, and we have to go and recap that with our commentary team of Ricardo Chambers and Chris Taylor.
Well, thank you very much, Gerard. The first game, William Knibb up against Dintil Technical. William Knibb had lost their opening game in this second round. Dintil Technical had won theirs, and Dintil Technical on the money like they have been for the entire season under Neil Thomas. They got 3 goals from Gary Mills. He was in fabulous form, and of course William Knibb did go down to 10 players. to Jay Cooper red carded there, and from there on the pressure just kept being piled on by Dintil Technical. Lovely cross there from Shamir Hutchinson, and once again Gary Mills on the end of it, and of course he was there again to make it 3-0 Dintil Technical. Brilliant. 7 goals so far in the second round of the competition, and they are yet to concede. Edwin Allen versus Christiana in the second game. The opening goal, Jaheim Thomas from a free kick. Yeah boy, salute. Brilliantly done. 1-0 for Edwin Allen. Akeem Mullings would make it 2-0. Strong finish, pretty comfortable. And then it was the Richard Henry show. He would have a couple to close out the emphatic victory. This, the first of them, a thunderbolt of a shot. Gave the keeper absolutely no chance. And it was 3-0, and they weren't finished yet. And neither was Richard Henry. The goalkeeper coming, and just a delicate touch to make it 4-0. Edwin Allen emphatic on the afternoon. Devon Williams getting a second yellow and a red card to pile more misery on Christiana.
Thanks, Ricardo. That was how it was yesterday. A goal fest in quarterfinals number 2 for Zone 1. And of course, I had to say that the standout performance for me was from Gary Mills, the player from one of the schools there yesterday. But he definitely had a great game, and he pulled through for his team, and I'm sure that he'll be hoping that he can continue that performance from here on. Edwin Allen, he comes from. So that was the action yesterday. We have more action here for you today. McGrath High taking on Cornwall College. Right now we're going to take you to our Digicel team feature on McGrath High.
In 2019, McGrath High made it past the first round of the DaCosta Cup for the first time in their history. The memorable run to the semi-finals galvanized not just the players and the coaches, but had more far-reaching effects.
Big season, good one, historical as you stated. We benefited a lot. And we can start with the psychological effect it would have had on the boys. Not only the boys, but the school in itself, the principal, the teachers, and everybody in the school community. Not only them, but they would even go further outside in terms of communities in and around the school. So we got more persons coming on board, more past students coming, contributing and wanting to be a part of the program.
Well, it was a great feeling, you know, being around the 2019 team. Give us more experience to help out the team in 2021 and bring us to the second round.
So we got more support, and from a psychological standpoint, the players now would have been a little bit more upbeat, their confidence levels would have been higher, so it was kind of easier to get them prepared and ready for the 2021 season.
Into the quarter-final round again this season, McGrath find themselves as massive underdogs, and it will take some doing to replicate 2019's achievements.
For me, it is one game at a time. It's a big group, big teams. All those coaches would have won DaCosta Cup at some point, so you know the experience. Those schools are resource rich when it comes down to stuff like that, and my team is quite aware of that. But for us, it is respecting our opponents, not being afraid, not being fearful, but respect for your opponent is something very, very important, and we are going to respect them. But it is taking this quarter-final round one game at a time. But semi-final, let's see.
Though ambitious, McGrath still understands the significance of making it out of the first round for a second consecutive season.
Getting back to the quarterfinal, because 2019 would have been the first time since in our history, that when I say our, I mean the school's history, that we are getting out of the first round. So I think following up that 2021 with a quarterfinals berth, because what we want to do here is to make going through an habit, make it compulsory. So every single time we have the DaCosta Cup, McGrath should be qualifying for the second round. So I think getting to the second round would have been the real important part for me, high point for me.
That was McGrath High there in our digital team feature. Just to make a correction, the player Gary Mills is actually from Dinto Technical, not Edwin Allen, but he had a really good performance yesterday, and I hope he continues that. Right now we'll take a break, and when we come back, more action here from Manchester High School. Well, not short of La Liga action on SportsMax. It continues on Saturday on SportsMax 2. Rayo Vallecano, they take on Alaves. That game will be at 8 a.m. 9 ECT. And the Blaugrana, who are 8th on the table and struggling, they face Elche at 12:30 p.m. 1:30 ECT. And that's not all. Atletico Madrid, they will travel to face Sevilla at 3 p.m. 4 p.m. ECT. Welcome back to the Manchester High School here in Mandeville, Jamaica. The DaCosta Cup action is on the cards for today. McGrath High taking on Cornwall College, the most decorated, may I say, DaCosta Cup team in this tournament. So we're going to look at how McGrath High have competed so far in the quarterfinals. This is how they have shaped up. Clarendon College, they would have played against Cornwall College. They would have lost, well, 2-1. Cornwall College hoping that they can bounce back today from that 2-1 loss. And Manchester High, they would have defeated McGrath 4-0. So both teams looking for a win here today, and so they can get their table looking better. Manchester High, they are first on top, of course, with 3 points. Clarendon College, they too have 3 points. They're in second, though. A superior goal difference puts Manchester High on top, and Cornwall College, they are third on 0, and so too McGrath, who are fourth. They have a 0. So these are the games here today in Zone 4. McGrath High, they take on Cornwall College very soon, and at Clarendon College, the big game versus Manchester High. That game will be here at 3 p.m. Make sure you catch it. So let's learn a little bit about McGrath High. They were founded in 1970, will be 51 years this year. Blue and white are their school colors. They have a population of 1,000 students and staff, and they are yet to win a DaCosta Cup title. Their motto says, striving towards perfection. I had a chat with their coach, Jermaine Thomas, and this is what he had to say. Coach Thomas, this game against Cornwall College could easily be said is your toughest game for the season. How ready do you think the team is?
I think mentally we are there. Toughest, I'm not sure about that, because I've been playing. Well, I played Dintel already. I think Dintel is a very good unit. Manchester, I think, you know, was right there as well. But we're ready. We're ready mentally and I think physically.
So coming out of that game against Dintel, what do you think that you've learned from that game that could be applied into this one?
It comes down to organization, keeping shape for a long period. Good teams will pick you apart, and if we fail to do them stuff in terms of keeping our shape, remain organized and stuff like that, then we're going to be in trouble.
Yet to win the DaCosta Cup, McGrath High, what do you think are the chances are this year?
For me, it is success over a period of time. If you look back at 2019, we would have been in the semi-final, finished third. Fast forward down the road, 2021, we are in the quarterfinal. So for me, it is growth. It's a new program, and we are very, very patient. But yet still, we are going to work. We'll be working assiduously to get ourselves there.
So here is the Digicel player to watch for McGrath High. His name is Tyrese Wright. The 18-year-old will be playing in the forward position. He has 7 goals this season and 2 assists to accompany them. He has played 6 games so far, and he would want to win the competition this year. So now let's look at some school facts on Cornwall College. They were founded in 1876, over 100 years old. Red and gold are the proud colors of the school. They have a population of 1,500 students and faculty, and they have 12 DaCosta Cup titles, the most in any school across all schools. And their motto simply says, learn or leave. Now, we had a chat with the assistant coach, Warren Barrett, and let's hear what he had to say. Coach Barrett, another game for you in this quarterfinal stage. How important is this one here today?
Very, very important. We lost the first game, as you know, against Clarendon College in a tough game. So it's very important we get 3 points today.
What are some of the areas you're looking to improve on for this game today?
A bright start. Definitely, I thought we started too slowly in the last game. Showed Clarendon too much respect, and then we gave up 2 early goals. So hopefully we want to start on the front foot today, attacking. As you know, it's a must-win game. So, but saying that, we'll be patient and we'll look for the right openings. Hopefully the boys can apply what they have learned in practice, and hopefully we can get some goals. That is the most important thing.
What is the key to today's win for your team today?
The key, as I said, creating opportunities and producing. The end product is very, very important. That's what we aim to do. So let's see what's in store for the 90 plus minutes.
Well, let's take a look at the player to watch for Cornwall College. Devin Johnson, the 18-year-old, number 7 is the jersey he will be wearing. He played in 2019 for Frome, and he had 6 goals with them. He is a winger on the right or left wing, whichever one he prefers. He has played 6 games so far, yet to score a goal, but he has 2 assists to his name, and I'm sure that he will be hoping that he can influence this team and push them to their first 3 points of the quarterfinals. So that is what we have lined up for you. A brilliant, you have to watch this game pretty closely. McGrath High taking on the 12-time champions and 7-time Ben Francis Cup champions, Cornwall College. We need to see how this one goes. Alright, so we'll take a break now. When we come back, you'll be hearing from our commentary team, and they will have all the football action for you.
are closing out the second set of quarter-final matches in the DaCosta Cup competition today. 2 matches for your viewing pleasure, starting with 2019 semi-finalists McGrath High against the most prolific title-winning team, Cornwall College. We come to you from central Jamaica, Manchester High to be precise. We are greeted by overcast conditions. Unsurprisingly, it is cool, 29 degrees Celsius, humidity up at 67%. And now the teams are ready. McGrath High in blue and white, Cornwall College red and gold. When it comes to footballing pedigree, Cornwall College and McGrath have very little in common. Cornwall have won more titles than any other team. McGrath's surprise trek to the semi-finals in 2019 was their first ever. Cornwall have produced players and teams to be remembered for generations. McGrath are still fighting to even be in earshot of the table hosting the elites. But all that is history. Their similarities are in the present. And the most important of them all is that they both need to win to stay alive in this year's competition. Darren Davey will be the man in the middle. Melvin Reed is first assistant. Shavara Dennis is second. Micton Allman, the fourth official.
Hey, we have yellow and we have blue. Your card, yeah? Blue. Yellow it is. You want the ball or you want to decide which way you have? You want the ball? Just stay on the side there. Then choose the ball. Then choose the ball. You choose this side. Nice.
McGrath captained by Justin Taylor. Jordan Shaw, the Cornwall goalkeeper, will be leading them. Well, McGrath will play a 4-5-1 formation. DJ Morris and Zavon Armstrong in central defence. Davil Brown will be at left back. Colin Graham at right back. Justin Taylor, the captain. Kevin Sharp, Alric Taff, Farrell Tucker, and their leading goal scorer Tyrese Wright in the middle, with Kavani Gowdy, who has 4 of their 19 goals this season, set to be the main man up front. They are coached by Jermaine Thomas. Tyrell Hamilton will be in goal. For Cornwall College, the captain Jordan Shaw will be in goal. At back 4, Deshaun Talbot, Matthew Wilson, captain Giovanni Bruce and Brian Bowen, Mikael Samuels, Devin Johnson, Brandon Timberlake, Braxton Richards and Dane Buckley in the middle. Darnell Brissett will be up front. Dr. Dean Weatherly is the coach of this Cornwall College outfit.